Apologize for my lateness.
You're good. And then Lori, is Corey Altenberg also a member?
That's correct, yes.
Thank you. Give me just a moment if you don't mind.
All right, we're all
Yeah,
set.
if you want to go ahead and start, I can put us up on YouTube or
Okay,
IT if you want to do that. I don't seem to have that ability. We're good to go.
okay, great. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for being here. I'd like to call today's Recreation Committee meeting today, Thursday, December 18th, 2025 to order. If we can just have a brief moment of silence. Amen. All right. Do I have a motion to approve the October 16th, 2025 minutes?
Move for approval.
Second.
All right, so moved. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right, the ayes have it. Public participation, I do not believe we have anyone signed up, so, and there's no old business, so we'll move right along. I'd like to welcome our new Recreation Commission members. I think we have a few signed on today, so thank you so much for joining us. If anyone, I'd love if y'all wanted to just take a minute or two and introduce yourselves to the committee. We have Councilmember Shealy with us, Councilmember McBride, and myself, and our Recreation and Parks Director, and Mr. Riccio. Anyone would like to go first? I know, Miss Wagner, I think you're here. Would you like to start us off?
Sure. Sorry, I guess I was getting a glare here. But yes, Danielle Wagner, happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. And if I can speak for you, you have two young kids and you love our recreation program.
I do. Yes, both of my children have played actively on the baseball teams and softball teams through the rec department, flag football. We've been very involved in sports, and I grew up playing tennis at the City of Charleston Tennis Center, Maybank Tennis Center, and worked there throughout college. So I've been actively involved in recreation, and I'm excited to be a part of the commission.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Wagner. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you.
All right, who's next? Would anyone else like to say hello? Introduce yourself.
I can go. Otto Orr. I live on Daniel Island. Have been on the island for just at 10 years, work at Blackbaud, and have been very involved in recreation sports. Our second home is Governor's Park. Have coached many teams and still actively coaching today with an 8th grader and a 6th grader, and active at LTP and in the tennis leagues around the city as well. So happy to be part of this.
Great. Thank you so much, Mr. Orr, for being here and being a part of this, volunteering your time to this commission. Was there anyone else that logged in? Would like to say hello? No, maybe
No, we have a phone number online. If you want to press *6, you can unmute yourself.
All right.
I think this is the mayor on
Oh.
412-6005.
Thank you
Mayor,
for
welcome.
being here, Mr. Mayor.
I had to do it.
All right. All right. Well, welcome to our new commission members. I know it was a little last minute notice, but hopefully Ms. Yarborough will help coordinate the meetings, and we do have a recreation ordinance that states y'all can, if y'all can vote for a chair and a vice chair. And I highly recommend that you report out to this committee, whoever the chair and vice chair will be next year. I won't be here, but whoever that is, I would highly suggest that you report to them, hopefully monthly. And the more active you are as a commission, the more you can, support and information you can give to council and the mayor to make decisions throughout the city of Charleston. So thanks again for being here. All right, moving on, recreation updates. Oh, I
Yeah.
apologize,
That's all right.
Councilmember Shealy. I'm so
It's-
sorry.
It's all right. I just wanted to say welcome as well. And thank you. And when we're looking through that commission, it's so good to see so many people that have young people on the playgrounds that are active out there a lot and that are giving their time. And I did my homework and we've got two outstanding people right here on our in our meeting today, Miss Wagner and Mr. Orr. Both of them, I kind of did my homework, and we are just so very, very fortunate to have both of you. And Mr. Orr, my brother Kerry speaks very highly of you when I called and asked him
I
what he
thought there
thought
was a
about you.
connection there.
Yeah, so they work together at Blackbaud. So
I'm just piecing that together myself, Councilmember Shealy. I knew Carrie very well when I was at Blackbaud.
how about that? All righty. Well, very good.
Great.
Well, thank y'all both for being on here. Appreciate you giving of your time, and I know we're going to be much better off by having you on here. So thank you so much.
I know Brandon Lee, who
Yeah.
was just recently appointed, is also on here.
Okay, you said Mr. William?
Mr. Lee.
Brandon
Mr.
Lee.
You said he wanted to speak?
I'll just introduce myself. Good
okay,
afternoon,
great.
everybody. This is my first time helping out. So Council Member Shealy nominated me for this role. So looking forward to help out in any way I can. I'm also father of three young school-age children. So they're fully involved in the city of Charleston recreation sports. So hopefully I can give some good insight on what the parents are thinking.
Great. Thank you so much, Mr. Lee. Really, again, thank you all for volunteering your time to do this. It's really important. Work them hard, okay? And always call on me if you ever need anything. Well, thank you all, and thank you for joining us today. All right, recreation updates.
Thank you, Councilwoman Parker. Yes, and I'd like to say hello to everyone. I sent an email a couple weeks ago welcoming you all to the Recreation Committee. Our first meeting will be held on January the 26th at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We can either do that in person or hybrid. We can join in if some folks are 5 o'clock. Sometimes it's difficult for work, but it's music to my ears to hear people say that they have 2 and 3 and however many children and they're involved currently in the recreation program. That means that I don't have to preach. I just have to make sure that I share and communicate and ask you all for information about things that'll help improve what we do here at the City of Charleston. But we're very excited to have a new group of folks to work with, and I appreciate the council members that made the selections. And I'd also like to say thank you to Councilmember Parker and Councilmember Gregory, who's not here today, but this will be their those two's last meeting. How supportive they've always been of recreation, and I appreciate that personally, and our department appreciates it. So quickly, I'll jump in. It is winter time. We are indoors. Partially, we're also doing flag football right now. We'll start middle school sports as soon as the kids come back after school from the school break in January. We will have some time off for our staff to be with family. We'll be closed on Christmas Day and the day after, and then we'll be closed New Year's Day and the day after. Everything will reopen on Saturday. The golf course actually will only get one day off. They'll close on Christmas Day. So we're still going, but we've got about 3,000 kids right now playing winter sports with us. All the games will start January 2nd and after. We've had a very busy month. In addition to all the big, large city events that I know y'all are aware of, holiday events, the lighting of the lake and the parade and things, our department's done a number of events throughout the community and our community centers and our rec centers to engage our community for holiday events. And it's been great how well those have been attended. We've been very appreciative of that. And I'd like to end with Tuesday night after City Council, the Dock Street Theater partnered with our therapeutic recreation program, which allows adults with disabilities that are in our programs to come in and do a play. And so the Dock Street Theater donated their time, the space, the workers, and our 15-member cast put on a play for about 150 family members and parents. And you've never heard the cheering that you would have heard in that place. So it was just so great. I know most of y'all know us from baseball and softball, but we do a lot of different things in the community, and I'm looking forward to working with everyone and happy to answer any questions that anybody might have.
Great, thank you, Mrs. Yarborough. And I think you nailed it. I mean, we think of Parks and Recreation, but it's all of those clubs and everything. I mean, community starts right here in Parks and Recreation. So that's incredible. Thank you for sharing that. Any questions from the committee? I don't see any. Okay, moving on. Parks updates.
Good afternoon. So this is 2 months worth of facilities and parks maintenance updates. So I will, as I have been in the past, I will try to get through these quickly. If you have any questions or comments, please do so. There's a number of pages here, so I'll try to hit the high points and not read every single thing, but there's a lot going on in the realm of the Parks and Rec maintenance portfolio. So starting out, as I have been recently, is I'm going to go over through ball field maintenance over the last 2 months. So the 716 drags completed of baseball and softball fields, set up for 53 other baseball and softball games. This includes, for each game, we try to paint the bases, paint the pitching mound, chalk the batter's box, and paint foul lines. And the outfields completed setup for 170 other games, which would be youth soccer, adult soccer, flag football. And that's the goal there is to mow and paint the day before or the day of those games. And then repainted 590 fields for practicing games outside of those game days. Well, for both, I just said. Completed the winter field layouts, field work for 140 permits. So that the 140 permits are for any permitted activity outside of what recreation schedules on a weekly basis. So those are travel teams, non-rec type uses, or club sports that, again, aren't permitted through the rec department. So that's a lot of people out in our fields, and the parks are holding up well. Some general maintenance items, West Ashley Park turfus applications. We groomed Stony Field 5 times over the last 2 months. And we've also power washed Stony prior to the Burke homecoming event. And then 2026 overseeding is all completed, touching up some areas where we have some rogue use and where the seed didn't take. So we have Governor's Park, Etowah, West Ashley Baseball 1 through 4, Bees Landing multipurpose, Baseball 1 and 2, Ackerman 1 and 2, Gadsden Borough, finishing up Harmon and West Ashley Park Soccer as soon as rec finishes those programming days. Again, mowing athletic fields at 1 inch in height where the rye has grown in every 3 to 4 days. Fertilization for the overseeded turf, spot treatment for ants as needed. Prepped and sodded worn goalmouth at Ackerman Field 2. Continue to spot, spray, and treat selected broadleaf weeds where needed. Monitor, manage, maintain irrigation systems. There's a number of repairs that we've done across the city. We actually had to install a new 2-inch meter at Bayview because Bayview is irrigated through a well system and those wells have failed. So that work is complete. So now we have a reliable source of water out there. Been working on that for about 6 months. Let's see, a lot of parking lot grading in and around the park, West Ashley Park, Bayview, Ackerman, Orange Grove, and Fallen Oak on Daniel Island. We did some tennis center, Maybank Tennis Center gravel parking lot work. Some work out on the southern end of the West Ashley Greenway, and tree work around Willie Gaines for basketball court clearance. Fence line at West Ashley Park and behind Field 4 along the disc golf course. Completed island trail pruning in West Ashley Park. So Councilmember Shealy knows this. There's an island out in the middle of Lake Dodder, and there's somewhat of a backcountry trail, if you will. So we did a lot of tree work back there, had some fallen trees, and just kind of opened up for clearance. Another interesting project we got accomplished over the past month or two is we're working with the Charleston Climate Coalition. We identified 2 locations in city parks where we helped them install rain gardens. One was Mall Park down on the east side, and the other one, I think the work is happening today or tomorrow, is at Martin Park. So we created a little depression. We put some gutters on the Mall Park Park House and directed those into the rain garden, and with the Climate Coalition's help, planted some rain garden plant material. So that'll help with the water that flows in and out of that park. Yeah, every drop counts, right? So we've got some ballers going in out at Ackerman and Johns Island, and then going through each district, Peninsula, some larger capital projects, St. Julian Divine, smokestacks, rehabilitation, that work continues. They're installing the interior reinforcing sheets. The exterior pointing is up to about 60 feet now. The contractor continues to work up, and then they'll move to the interior to stabilize those smokestacks. Knock on wood, we got through hurricane season without a named storm, because that would have other ramifications. Martin Park, design contracts are in place with architects and engineers to renovate the park house and expand it, as well as renovate the entire park. On to routine facilities maintenance. Herbert Hazel Pool, we replaced the roof of the lifeguards offices. Did some work at Shaw Center, emergency exit doors. The ballpark, Joe Riley Ballpark, we repaired some leaks in the standpipe. Stony Field, had to repair the field lights, and then the pressure washing that I referenced. Tinted windows at Arthur W. Christopher Park Community Center. McMahon, we had to install a new sewer lift station and a new sewer line. Hopefully that's all back open. And that, it's interesting, some of these older facilities, like from the 50s and 60s, I'm not sure the era of that house, park house, but the sewer lines were not tied in correctly. So we had to get in there and go through, work with Charleston Water Systems and make some pretty large repairs. We had to rely on some porta potties in that meantime, but that's all done. The bathrooms are back open. Backflow toilets repairs at St. Julian Divine, more at Moultrie and Jack Adams, repaired HVAC at Martin Park and Hazel Parker, a lot of work out at the ballpark, 823 Meeting Street. Moving into West Ashley, we status on the W.L. Stevens at Forest Park renovation. Design team is currently in design development and continue to work through to the pricing with the design team and the construction manager at risk. That's the same update as the Johns Island Park Rec Centers. Those stakeholder meetings were held in October. So we met with stakeholders on the 14th and then larger communities on the 20th and 22nd. So we got some really good feedback that we incorporated into those plans for pool depths and therapy pool sizes. So that continues to move forward. Both have had their first technical review committee submittals, and the design team is addressing those comments. Mary Utsi Playground, City Council approved the contract at the November meeting, so there's a new playground going in at Mary Utsi that Councilmember Tinkler has been working with the neighborhood there. We had some community meetings, and everybody's eager to see the new playground come to fruition. It'll be a good one. Carr Richardson Park, we've been working on a project out at Carr Richardson Park to install some interpretive signage, working with the neighborhood association. We have those plaques and plinths ready. We're meeting with the neighborhood tomorrow, and then we're gonna to finalize the location of the plaques, and the plaques are there to recognize community members historically, the Carr Richardson families, and so and all in the name of an interpretation and celebration of the deep-seated roots of that neighborhood. Park Shore pickleball courts, working through third-party cost estimates, and then we're coming in with the engineers to do some value savings approach to see if we can keep that project moving forward. That would be 4 pickleball courts in Park Shore Park in West Ashley. West Ashley Bikeway renovation, that contract was approved by City Council, and that work will start in January. Bridgepoint Eco Park, playground equipment has been installed. It's really a pretty neat project. If you can make it out there, the surfacing is installed, fencing is being modified, or punch lists works underway, and hope to get that one open up in the start of the year. Routine maintenance out at Forest Park. We had a failure of basketball goals, so we replaced all of the basketball goals. Those old steel posts that starting to rust at the bases, one failed. So we got all those replaced. Some fence line work at Randolph Park. West Ashley Park, we did some paving along the driveways. Bees Landing Rec Center, some replaced locks and storefront doors, and had to upgrade the irrigation pump there. Then we reset all city courts to the timers to take compensation for daylight savings. And then there was a water line and CO2 line replacement for the W.L. Stevens Aquatic Pool chemical system. Fort Pemberton Park continues construction. Harborview, much like Park Shore, that's working on the pickleball courts there. So that's same status, working through some value savings with the engineers. Continue to work at Stephen Washington and Plymouth Parks on playground and restroom projects, working with the civil engineer to get those permit drawings updated and get those through the process to get those projects underway. More just routine maintenance across the facilities at Dimitri, Bayview, Maybank Tennis, Thomas Johnson Park House, James Allen Rec Center, Stephen Washington Park, Bayview Soccer Complex, drainage systems, Johns Island, I already updated on the rec center. So again, currently in design development and into the first round of technical review through the process. Johns Island Park, the school district continues to try to close out their punch list system work so we can get that project closed out and wrapped up. And then last but not least, Daniel Allen Cainhoy, we have the Knoll Creek footbridge is under construction. And then we got some work happening out at Governor's in Etowah and Freedom to repair some long overdue catch basin repairs. Engineers are out there scoping the system so we can develop scopes. So they're putting cameras through all of those drainage basins and to identify those repairs. And last but not least, we repaired a fence at the Governor's Park Dog Park. So for those of you who haven't heard that report yet, this will come out in the minutes at the next meeting. We try to just give everybody a glimpse and snapshot of all of the work that gets accomplished every month to support rec programming. That's only for rec facilities. That doesn't take into account all of our other city facilities that we own and maintain. So anyway, happy to answer any questions and glad to welcome all of you here. You're here for your first meeting.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Kronsberg. I'll let Councilmember McBride.
Yep, thanks, Chairwoman. Mr. Kronsberg, just a quick question on I'm aware that the city CCSD got a new contractor, I believe, to help finish out the punch list at the Johns Island Park. Is that correct?
Yes, they've been supplementing their contract with other contractors.
Okay.
To get the work done, yes.
And is that improve things at all? Is it moving forward?
Yeah, so basically, I think the last big item is our biggest issue is the big ditch behind the tennis and pickleball. They've got to regrade the entire ditch banks and get the soils restabilized before the city will take it over.
Wow.
Their original contractor just underperformed a bit to make that to the point where the stormwater department could take it over for maintenance. So we need them to construct it properly so that we don't have to go and fix something that should have already been fixed.
Well, that neighborhood's going to love that. More construction there. It is what it is. And there's still movement to get some trees or some kind of vegetation planted in between that neighborhood and that ditch.
Yeah, we're ready to do that. We just need them to finish their work. Because we don't want to go in and do work that then negates the work
that makes sense.
They're supposed to fix.
That makes sense. Last question. The latest on the infield of the baseball fields and the pitcher's mound and all that stuff. What was the last on that?
Yeah, the grass is grown in and should be ready for business when high school baseball resumes.
Okay, awesome. Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Great. Thank you, Councilmember McBride. Anyone else? I don't see any other hands. Well, yeah, thank you, Mr. Kronsberg and Ms. Yarborough. Clearly, that's a long list of items. I mean, I thank you because I know I kind of, I enjoy these lists. I mean, I saw very quickly that there was so much going on behind the scenes especially with Parks and Recreation. And I hope that they'll continue to ask for these updates from you, because I think it really spotlights all the hard work from you and our staff, and the importance and just the effort that goes into keeping all of our Parks and Recreation programming running, you know? I mean, just everybody out there all the time, when you see families, everybody just enjoying these parks and playgrounds. It's a lot of work, so.
And I'll thank you also. This 4 years ago, we weren't staffed to where we are today.
Right.
So that's testament to the budget process, city council, the mayor, and especially with our athletic field work. I think you remember.
Absolutely, yes.
When you started 4 years ago, we probably had half the staff,
Right.
and the territory continues to grow. So
Yeah.
I think we're doing a really good job now.
Phenomenal.
Thank you for working through that with us.
Well, thank you. Yes. I mean, it has been fun, and I think it's a testament as well to putting I just wanted to touch on our bond referendum. I mean, putting that out there, I mean, that speaks volumes. It's one thing for me to sit in this room and scream and yell about Parks and Recreation just because I'm in it. It's my day to day. But, 80% of our voters in 2023 said, loud and clear that Parks and Recreation are important to us. So that's a huge testament to the city. And again, thank you all for all of your hard work and effort, because you can truly see it, the staff as well. I know that it's limited and still in some areas, but they do a great job. And again, I said earlier, this is where community starts, in these parks. This is where children build lifelong friendships, parents, community, it all starts here. So thank you. Councilmember Shealy?
Yep. Thank you, Madam Chair. I appreciate that. And I just wanted to reiterate what you're saying. Mr. Kronsberg, thank you for all your work. It's incredible work. We don't have probably the three hardest workers, or no one works harder anyway than the three employees sitting right here in front of us, Mr. Kronsberg, Ms. Yarborough, Mr. Riccio. And just appreciate your leadership and your passion and all that you've done throughout all of the years that I've been on council, but especially this year. I know y'all have really, really put in a lot of great work, and we've seen a lot of good positive changes. And just want to tell you how much I appreciate each one of you and all the work you do. And want to say thank you to Ms. Parker too, Councilmember Parker, for all of her great work and her passion. We're better off right now than we were before you came on to take this position, and just appreciate all that you've done and the way you've represented not just James Island, but the whole city. And we're, like I said, we're better off because of the work that you've done. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Councilmember Shealy.
And you just stole my thunder, Councilman Shealy. I wanted to say the same thing, especially about you, Councilwoman Parker, for all of your leadership and hard work and dedication and commitment to this. It really speaks volumes. So, and I'd like to go on more detail, but I'm walking through the Atlanta airport and I can barely hear, and I don't want to bore you all with all the noise in the background.
I appreciate you, Mr. Mayor, and I did want to tell you, thank you for the opportunity and allowing me to chair this committee, because I was very passionate about recreation since day one. So thank you for the opportunity of allowing me to be chairwoman. So have a safe flight, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you.
And thank you, Councilmember Shealy. That was very kind. And I had big shoes to fill, as you were the former chair, so I had big shoes to fill. I couldn't mess that up. But that being said, I mean, again, thank you, everyone. I mean, I look forward to, you'll see us out there on the fields. I did want to say one more thing. Miss Wanda Stepp, she runs the show here for our recreation meetings, and she is actually retiring. So she will be missed as well. We thank you for keeping us in order. It is not easy to navigate all of these council members and, yeah, well, thank you. And we wish you the best on your retirement. Okay.
I want to pile on one more thing to add on to what Councilman Shealy and the mayor said.
Sure.
Councilwoman Parker, you led a phenomenal committee. I know that through this committee and through your leadership, we accomplished a lot, and as well as Jason Kronsberg and Lori Yarborough and the whole staff. For District 3, for my district, I'm very, very grateful for the work you all put into these last 2 years, especially as the new guy here and trying to figure things out. You guys help shepherd me through all this stuff, and a lot of tangible things happen in District 3. And I'm grateful again, Councilwoman Parker, for your leadership.
Thank you very much, Councilmember McBride. I appreciate it. It has been a wonderful experience, and I really appreciate y'all so much, all the hard work you do. I love this city. Take care of Charleston, y'all. All right, well, that being said, if there's nothing else to come before this committee, then this meeting is adjourned. Thanks, y'all. Have a great one.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Bye.
Yeah,
Merry
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Everybody.
Thanks.